Okay, I have connected there. Watch on 2 times speed if you are on replay crew because it's a bazillion times better. Okay, God voice is working.
So, hello, future fellow weirdos of the block. Welcome to the most offensive church this side of the universe. The party pen. Wait, let me find out. Welcome. This is a great place to be. What we do here is we read this most magnificent book called God Said, because he did not fucking say that. We are going to find out what he did say. So, this is God's unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by yours truly, the Saint of Awesome, your Super Stone Sage, Saint Nikki K the Great, and I am fucking wonderful. So, come on this way. We are on the book of Genesis. Sarah, Abe's wife, just died, so he buried her in a cave. Isaac had sex on his dead mother's grave with Becca. And that's where we left off, I think. Yeah, that's where we left off. Isaac had sex in his dead mom's bed to be comforted for his dead mother. It's some weird ass shit for real. Like, I don't even understand. It's fucking weird. Anyway, if you want to know more weird shit that's happening, come this way. I have everything you need to have good time. I have cannabis. I have cigarettes. I have a coffee. I have a chair with your name on it. I have cat beds and canine space. So go ahead and come in and we'll find out what's up with Isaac having sex on his dead mom's bed. I will never get over that. That's like the weirdest shit. It's like my mom's spirit is gonna come into you, and then I'm gonna be having sex with my mom's ghost. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. But anyway, I guess maybe we'll pretend that that didn't happen. Maybe this is another of them changing fucking history. Because these people love changing history. It's their favorite fucking thing. So, anyway, we, oh, I don't know what that noise was, but we are on Genesis. Uh, Chapter 25. And yeah, we are exactly where we need to be. Because literally, Isaac just met Becca. Okay. He just met Becca. And now he is. They've only known each other like 30 seconds, So he walks and takes her, and they walk to his mother's tent. So they've literally had like 2 minutes to get to know each other before Isaac's like, let's have sex in my dead mom's bed because I need to be comforted after her death. Weird. Again, weird shit. I do not understand ancient people, so it's ancient people logic. And now they're married. So let's find out what's happening because I have no idea what's happening. So we're going to go ahead and share this out because I think there was one person that was like, hey, the link's not working. So this link is working. Uh, yeah, this link is working. So, okay. I don't know what's happening. Okay, there we go. And maybe, no, I'm not going to do that one. Okay. So, anyway, that's all we're doing. So, let's find out. Abraham again took a wife, and her name was Keturah, and she bore him a son named Zimran. Okay. Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Oh my God, I'm not reading this. Okay. Anyway, Jokshan begot Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedam. Oh wow, this kid's name was actually Asherim. Asherim is a whole nother religion's device. That's fucking insane. Wow. So they didn't stay by the Lord or something. Wow, it's fucking insane. I don't know what's happening. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's a bunch of these that were the children of Keturah. And Abe gave all that he had to Isaac. Yeah, because he gave Isaac post traumatic stress disorder. I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, Isaac. A- uh, Abe was going to sacrifice Isaac for God. And he did it while Isaac was awake, which is some shit because Isaac was mad as fuck. Look, it was a thing. And I bet that, well, we don't know. Isaac was mad as fuck, but could you imagine? And I bet he moved away from his dad as quick as he could. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, okay. So Abe gave all he had to Isaac, but Abe gave gifts to the sons of the concubines, which Abe had while they were still living. He sent them eastward, away from Isaac, to the country of the east. This is the sum of the years of Abe which he lived, 175 years. Then Abe breathed his last and died in a good old age, old man full of years, and he was gathered to his people. And his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, buried him in the cave of Machpelah that he had the deed for. Um, and it came to pass after the death of Abe that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt in Beer-lahai. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is the genealogy of Ishmael, the son whom Hagar, Sarah's maidservant, bore to Abe. And these were the names. I'm not. I'm not. It's chapter 25. Okay. So these names were the sons of Ishmael, and these were their names by their towns and their settlements. 12 princes according to their nations. These were the years in the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he breathed his last and died and was gathered to his people. They dwelt from Havliah as far as Shur, which is east of Egypt, going toward Assyria. He died in the presence of all his brethren. Oh my God. And the genealogy of Isaac. So, okay. No. Okay, so Rebecca's a Syrian. Hold on. The genealogy of Isaac. Abe begot Isaac. Isaac was 40 when he took Becca as a wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padam Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. Oh, okay. Okay. Now Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren. These barren women. Okay. And the Lord granted his plea, and Becca conceived, but the children struggled together within her. And she said, "This is crazy. Why is this happening? I don't even know why this is happening. This is absolutely insane." So it was crazy. And then God was like,
Okay. My
balloon. Okay, so um, two nations are in your womb. Two people shall be separated from your body. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger.
okay. So when her days were fulfilled for her to give birth, indeed, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red. He was like a hairy garment all over. So they called him Esau. After after his brother came out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. So his name was Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. So the boys grew, and Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field. Okay, listen, there is a bunch of shit about this that is all over the place. Esau hated Jacob, and Esau worked with this underground thingy-mabob, and Jacob ruined it because he was a part of a thingy-mabob, and Esau hated Jacob because of that. Now, in the actual story, Esau does not hate Jacob. They left amicably. I think I said that right. So, like, the Esau hating Jacob thing is complete bullshit. Again, it's a way for them to make a conspiracy theory and throw it on TV. Something like that. It's fucking crazy. And we're going to read about more shit in here that don't make no fucking sense. But we're going to find out. People do a lot of mental gymnastics to make a lot of that shit work. Well, the Bible doesn't actually mention it, but in this other book we made up in Babylon, it says this. So we're going to believe this book that people made up in Babylon. It's a thing that happened. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things. I don't exactly know the whole thing because I shut it off because it's bullshit. But okay. So the boys grew, and uh, Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a mild man dwelling in tents. So he was like a homeless guy. And Isaac loved Esau because he ate his food, but Becca loved Jacob because he was probably nicer. I'm going with that. Jacob was probably nicer than Esau because Esau's a big burly man's man. Whatever. Now, Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. And Esau was like, "Hey, I need some food." And Jacob's like, "You got to pay for it." And Esau's like, "Okay, how much you want?" And Jacob's like, "I want your birthright, bro." And then a lot of people talk about this secret underground bullshit that Esau uh, needed his birthright, and then Jacob, working for this other underground thing, got Esau's birthright. But really, I think this was just Esau being hungry as fuck, not really paying attention to what he's saying, you know, like a joking thing or whatever. Esau was being all jokey, and Jacob was being all fucking dead serious. It's a Jew thing. They outsmart each other all the time. That's how they're so easily able to kill their own kind because they just talk them into it because they're idiots. So yeah. So now he's called Edom because he is weary. But Edom is already a place way before this. So again, how are they changing history? How has nobody noticed? Edom was already a place that God didn't like in the first place. So again, it's God that don't like Esau. It's not Jacob that don't like Esau. Jacob was terrified of Esau because Jacob's like, I was being serious as fuck, right? And Esau's like, why was he being serious as fuck over some food? But whatever. But God is making Esau Edom, and they're an enemy from the beginning, you know. So it's what the fuck ever. It's God don't like Esau. It's not Esau don't like Jacob. It's literally God don't like Esau. Mm, Oh, uh, yeah, I see that. That's so good. Okay, okay. Therefore, his name was called Edom. But Jacob said, oh, yeah, I already read that. And Esau said, I'm about to die. So what is a birthright to me? Just fucking take it. So then Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils. And when he was done eating, he left and went his way. So then Esau despised his birthright. Then he didn't give a shit about it no more. That's so good. That's peanut butter cookie. So, okay. So, chapter 26 isn't that long. So, I'm at 20 minutes, 28 minutes maybe. So, okay. We can read chapter 26. Okay. Sorry, it's so good. It really is. Okay. So here we go. Chapter. Okay. We're at 30 minutes. Okay. Chapter 26 says there was a famine in the land besides the first famine that was in the days of Abe. And Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, in Gerar. Okay. This is the same king that was king during Abraham that took Sarah. Dawson. Oh, he already left. Oh, that was a bad idea. Never doing that again. Sorry for coughing in your ear. Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay. So, chapter 26. Okay. So, yeah, the same king for Abe and Sarah. Then the Lord appeared to him and said, no, don't go there. No, not that king. Live in the land which I shall tell you. Dwell in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. For, and I will be with you and bless you. For you and your descendants, I give all these lands, and I will perform the oath which I swore to Abe, and I will make your descendants multiply as the stars of heaven. I will give your descendants all these lands, and in your seed all nations of the earth shall be blessed, because Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Did he really say that, though? That's crazy. So Isaac dwelt in Gerar, and the men of the place asked about his wife, and he was like, she's my sister, because he didn't want to die, just like his daddy. His dad did the same thing with Sarah. To the same king. Okay. Okay. I didn't want to die because she is beautiful. Now it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked through a window and saw Isaac showing endearment to Rebekah. And then Abimelech called Isaac and said, what did you do? You said she was your sister. And then you kissed her like a wife. What's going on? So Abimelech was like, well, you were going to curse us, dude. So Abimelech charged his people, saying, don't mess with this guy or his wife. Then Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. The man began to prosper and continued prospering until he became very prosperous. He had possessions of flocks and of herds and a great number of servants. So the Philistines was like, the fuck? And they stopped up all the wells which his father's servants had dug and they had clogged them with earth. And Abimelech said, "You gotta leave, dude. You're like richer than all of us, so you have to leave." Stopped up. And Isaac departed from there and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. And Isaac dug again wells of water, which they had dug in the days of Abe, for the Philistines. Okay. And he called them by the names which his father had called them. Also, Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found a well of running water there. But the herdsmen of all Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, "No, the water is ours." So he called the name of the well Esek. Yeah, weird. Okay. Okay. Quarreled with them. Then they dug another well, and they quarreled over that one. So they called it Sitnah. And he moved from there and dug another, but they did not say nothing about this one. So he called this one Rehoboth, because he said, "For now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." God was probably busy when this was going on. Or he knew Isaac could handle it. Then he went up from there to Beersheba, and the Lord appeared to him the same night and said, "I am the God of your father Abe. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will bless and multiply your descendants for Abraham's sake." So he built an altar there and called on the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent and dug a well. Okay. Then Abimelech came, one of his friends. Oh, so hold on. Abimelech came from Gerar with Azuhath his friend and Phicol his commander. And Isaac said, "What do you want? You hate me and you made me go." And they were like, "We have certainly seen that the Lord is with you." So we were like, "Let us be peaceful because we need to be. And let us make a covenant with you that you will do us no harm, since we have not touched you. And but good, we have sent you away in peace. You are now the blessed of the Lord." So he made them a feast. They ate and drank. Then they arose early in the morning, swore an oath, and Isaac sent them away in peace. Yeah, that was weird, right? Then it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servant came to him and told him about the well which they had dug, and said, we have found water. So he called it Sheba. Therefore, the name of the city is Beersheba to this day, even though it was already called that. But okay. Esau was 40 years old when he took wife Judith, the daughter of Beri the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and they were a grief of mine to Isaac and Rebekah. Okay, that's the end of that one. Oh, now we're at 40 minutes. My bad. I can't even see that. Oh, sorry. 27 is, damn, is rather long. Hold on. Isaac. Mm. I'm trying to read. I think I know what's happening. Okay, so I know what's happening. All right, Isaac's getting old and ready to die. Okay, so he was about to die, and he couldn't see that he called Esau his older son and said, I want you to go get me some food. I want to eat the food. So you go get me some because you make the best food. And then I'll bless you when you get back. So go get me some food because I want to eat it. And I want to bless you because you are the best ever. So Becca was ear hustling. Right. She was ear hustling and heard everything that Isaac just said to Esau. So she knows about the food, she knows everything. So she calls Jacob and she's like, go dress like Esau, okay? Because your dad, it wants to bless him. So she made Isaac the meal that Isaac wanted from Esau. She made it. And she made Jacob this hairy thing so he would feel like Esau and give him the food. And Esau was, or Jacob, Isaac, Isaac was kind of weary at first because the voice was Jacob's, but he smelled and looked like Esau. So Isaac thinks it's Esau that he's about to bless and give everything to. So Isaac blesses Jacob, right? So then Jacob leaves real fast and Esau comes in. And Isaac's like, Esau, you were just here. What do you mean? I already ate and I already blessed you. And Esau's like, no, that was Jacob. And Isaac's like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have another blessing. I'm sorry. So Esau is super pissed about this or whatever. And he vows to kill Jacob. And Becca hears this. So she wants to send him away to live with his cousins, right? And find a wife and his cousins. So, I don't. And Esau heard, okay. And Esau said, okay. Hold on. Okay, I'll kill. And they were told to Rebecca. So she sent and called Jacob, her youngest son, and was like, yeah, your brother's gonna kill you, dude. Now, therefore, obey my voice, arise, and leave to my brother Laban in Haran, and stay with him a few days, until your brother's fury turns away from you, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send and bring you from there. Why should I be bereaved of two sons today? And Becca said to Isaac, look, shit sucks. Dude, things are happening. I don't know what they are, but I don't want Jacob to marry any of these chicks. So send Jacob to my brother, please. And that's where we're leaving off chapter 28. We're cut off at 27. We're about to go to chapter 28. And I got to figure out something to do with this microphone. Put it on a stand or something. Because it works really good. Like that. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to tell everyone thank you for watching. If you watched. Anyway, hopefully you watch it on 2x speed. I love you so much. It's time to give the pillow some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams.